Have you ever lost a game of Warhammer so hard it just enrages you? You turn towards your fetid models and grasp at their fragile necks and you stare into their eyes. Their one single facial position sickens you, and a bubble of hate never seen before expands within your heart. Well, I can't say I've ever experienced it. Pause. I have, as of now. I originally wrote a snippet of this intro like a week and a half ago when I thought I would release my video about eating minis about a week earlier than I did. But between writing this and now, I had an interesting game against Space Wolves with my Tyranids. Fun, but interesting. I know it's not fair to blame your dice for everything, but... Some noteworthy events that happened during that game. My opponent's Overwatch with 0 torrent weapons almost wiped a squad of my Termagaunts. My Barbgaunts roll 5d6 for their attacks and get 12 on the first turn and 7 on the second. They then proceed to fail 10 of 12 4-up saves across the game. The only charge I went to resolve was a 3-inch charge. The turn previously, my stupid Psychophage fails a 6-inch charge with a reroll, which is followed by my opponent succeeding a 12-inch charge without one. I do succeed 14 3-up saves, which leads to my Termagaun taking literally 0 damage in the first turn, which was kind of cool, yeah. Overall, this catastrophic 39 to 100 loss was my fault anyway. I deployed so gung-ho that he got his saga completed turn 1. Anyway, that was more of a recent game. I thought I'd talk about it briefly because, I don't know, I wanted to. Unpause. But the same maybe cannot be said for my opponent on the 15th of October. Yeah, this was a while ago, hence why I'm using the old AdMech. Now, this setup does sound like I was facing someone who, upon losing, briefly considered killing me in revenge and decided instead to leave his models in the dust as punishment. But instead, I was up against my dearest brother and his leagues of Votann. Now this was, I think, our 3rd game playing AdMech versus Votann together, which pretty much meant our 3rd game in the last year together ever, and we were both kind of trash at the game, which you'll probably see examples of soon. Also, we were both ill during this, so yeah, I mean, not completely in it to be honest. Here is our deployment. Yeah, the photo is awful. I'd give past me a smack around the face if I could too. Tell you what, I'll replace it with an artist's representation. Something the eagle-eyed among you might notice is there's a lot of empty space left, and you'd be right. This was a board for 2,000 points per army, and we had a meager 450, as is the norm with our smaller games. Anyway, I was going first, and another weird thing that happened is that we both drew our secondaries after deploying, because we were both stupid, we didn't know you had to wait until your turn. And we got the exact same too, being a tempting target and assassination, which was a little funny. He threw his tempting target on the objective with his bikes, which probably would work if my disgusting infiltrators didn't throw out 15 hits and score 17, and this is after my Iron Strider punches a laser hole through Buri, leaving him 1 wound, and then rolling the exact charge roll required to escape Buri's ensured vengeance, because his surge roll was awful, then fleeing into the bikes. If you're wondering why my Iron Strider has 3 wounds in this photo, it's because he fired Overwatch with his Hearthkin, and the only 6 he rolled to hit was a rocket launcher. I can't even remember what's going on at the left. I was using Radcorps, so I think his Thunderkin started with 1 less guy, and another guy died to some random pot shots from the Vanguard I had sat in a ruin. Anyway, it's the end of turn 1, and I've destroyed 2 bikes, a Thunderkin, probably some Hearthkin, and Buri has 1 wound. On his turn, I choose the same tempting target he did, except as an angry Iron Strider as infiltrator buddies Fox guarding it. He moves Buri as fast as those stubby little legs can go, and he fails his charge. 2 rerolls! And he fails it again. Then it comes to my turn, the final turn, and remember how I was using Radstone Corpse? Yep, thanks to Buri failing those charges, and the enhancement on my Marshal, he's taken out by the 3+ roll, keels over and succumbs to radiation. No, not the massive las cannon from the Iron Strider, but the evil green cloud is what claimed him. So, we kind of call it there, and in all fairness, there's definitely things we could have and should have done differently. For example, the map should not have been this big. It gave my army probably better shooting, I mean certainly more weight of fire and an inherent advantage, and I don't know if we had enough cover to deploy around either. Also, brother, if you're watching, I think the bikes directly on the objective might not have been the best idea, although I can't say I blame you. Those infiltrators had no rights killing a 3-wound bike with pistol shots that hit on 4 and wound on 6 with 0 AP. I think they're doing nerf anyway, to be honest. Nonetheless, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today. Just a funny game with some epic shenanigans. And I encourage all viewers out there to immediately challenge their family or friends to a Warhammer game and regale your tales of victory to me. Or tales of defeat. Bye bye.